Today's lesson on our unit algebraic polynomials is on algebraic calculations, which is on substitution. So this is 11.2 in the modules. So let's see, the variables we use in algebra, they're replacements for numbers. So we are going to use order of operation rules, BEDMAS, to calculate our expressions when we're given the value of each variable. So we have two examples here. We have 3x squared minus 5y is equal to what? We have to figure that out, but we are told that x is equal to 2 and y is equal to negative 3. So all we have to do is substitute this in. Remember to use your brackets whenever substituting. So this becomes 3 times 2 squared minus 5 times negative 3. All right, I've used brackets everywhere I've substituted. All right, and then you're going to use your BEDMAS rules. So brackets, exponents, division, and multiplication is interchangeable, and then addition, subtraction, which is interchangeable. So 2 squared, that gives me 4. So that becomes 3 times 4. And then we still have the minus 5 times negative 3, like that. All right, so 3 times 4, that gives me 12. And then I have negative 5 times negative 3. That becomes positive because the negative times a negative becomes positive. So that becomes plus 15. So we have 12 plus 15. All right, and that gives me my answer of 27. Okay, so our next example, 7a cubed minus 3b squared, when a is equal to negative 2, b is equal to negative 3. So again, our first step is to substitute those numbers in and use your brackets. So 7 bracket negative 2 cubed, and then we have minus 3, open up a bracket, and it's negative 3 squared. So that's what it looks like. All right, so brackets and these exponents is what we're going to work with first. All right, so negative 2 to the power of 3, that's negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2, which gives us negative 8. All right, and then we have minus 3, and then we have negative 3 squared. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. So that's what we have now. So next we're going to multiply 7 times negative 8. That is negative 56. And then negative 3 times 9, which is minus 27 or negative 27. So that's what it's going to look like. All right, and now just working with integers, negative 56 minus 27, that gives me negative 83. All right, so here we have 3x in brackets, and all of it is being cubed, and we're told that x is equal to negative 1. All right, so I'm going to open up a bracket and put 3, and then for x, I have negative 1, so it looks like this, and then I'm going to close the bracket, and it's all being cubed. You can also use square brackets, round brackets inside, and then square brackets on the outside, so that it looks like 3 times negative 1, and then you can use the square brackets like this, and then it could be cubed like that. So 2 ways to write that out when you're substituting. But either way, we have to work inside the brackets first because of BEDMAS. So 3 times negative 1, that does give me negative 3, and then that's being cubed. All right, so negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3, which gives me negative 27. Okay, so next question, we have 2m squared minus 4m plus 3 being divided by 7 minus m, and we're told that m is equal to negative 1. So everywhere we see m, we have to replace it with negative 1. So let's go ahead and do that. Probably a good idea to open up the square brackets here and then replace with the round brackets. So 2 times negative 1 squared minus 4 times negative 1, and then plus 3, like so, and then that is being divided by 7 minus negative 1. So it should look like that. All right, so here we have negative 1 squared. So negative 1 times negative 1 is just 1, and then 1 times 2, that just gives me 2. Right, then I have negative 4 times negative 1, which gives me positive 4. And then I have the plus 3. And then here I have 7 minus negative 1, which gives me divided by 8. All right, let's finish the bracket here. 2 plus 4 plus 3, which is 9. So I get 9 divided by 8, which is the same as leaving it as 9 over 8. You can also put it in decimal form. You can also change it to a mixed fraction. So that in mixed fraction will become 1 and 1 over 8. All right, so we have here 5x squared minus 6y cubed, and we are told that x is equal to negative 2 and y is equal to negative 3. So let's substitute first. So that becomes 5, open up a bracket, negative 2 squared minus 6, and then negative 3 cubed. So the first thing we have to do here is work with our exponents. So negative 2 squared, that gives me positive 4. So that becomes 5 times 4 like this. And then we have negative 6. And then negative 3 cubed, that becomes negative 27. All right, so this is what we have so far. All right, so next we're going to multiply. We have 5 times 4, which is 20. And then here, negative 6 times negative 27. So put that into your calculators, negative 6 times negative 27, which gives me 162, positive 162. All right, so next we would add those two together, 20 plus 162, which gives me 182. So for the next example here, x is equal to negative 3, so make sure to use brackets everywhere we see the x. So we have 2 negative 3 cubed minus 3 times negative 3 squared minus 4 times negative 3. All right, so I have substituted the negative 3 everywhere we saw the x in the expression. Next, we have to work with the exponents. All right, so the first step here, I'm going to substitute. So everywhere I see the x, I'm going to substitute negative 3. So 2 times negative 3 cubed minus 3 times negative 3 squared, and then minus 4 times negative 3. All right, so next, I'm going to work with the exponents next. All right, so negative 3 cubed, that gives me negative 27. Then I have minus 3, negative 3 squared, which is positive 9. And then I have negative 4 times negative 3. So now I have to multiply. So I have here 2 times negative 27, which is negative 54. And then I have negative 3 times 9, which is 27. And then negative 4 times negative 3, which is positive 12. All right, so now I can put that into my calculator. Negative 54 minus 27 plus 12, and I get my answer of negative 69. All right, so for this example here, this is our expression 3x squared plus 5x plus 9, and we're told that x is equal to negative 2. So let's substitute. So that becomes 3 times negative 2, that is squared, plus 5 times negative 2, and then plus 9. Next, we're going to work with our exponents here. So that becomes 3 times, it's negative 2 squared, which is negative 2 times negative 2, which is positive 4. And I'll just rewrite this out. So 5, negative 2, plus 9. Now let's go ahead and multiply. So 3 times 4 here, that gives me 12. And then 5 times negative 2, that's minus 10. And then we just have the plus 9. All right, so 12 minus 10 plus 9, which gives me my answer of 11.